Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore, RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. The AFC North continues to be one of the most fiercely competitive divisions in the NFL. And right now, there's a lot of buzz around a potential blockbuster move that could shake things up even further. Rumors are swirling that the Cincinnati Bengals, who are currently in a bit of a tight cap crunch and are gearing up for a rebuild after a disappointing 5-12 season in 2025, might be trading one of their key pass rushers, Trey Hendrickson, to the Baltimore Ravens. And if this happens, it could be a game changer for Baltimore, boosting their defense significantly and shifting the balance of power within the division. The Bengals, who are already planning for a rebuild post-2025, are reportedly looking to free up cap space to invest in their offensive line and secure extensions for players like T. Higgins, whose potential contract hits around $24 million. Hendrickson, who has been one of the league's most consistent and disruptive edge rushers, would be a perfect fit for Baltimore's defensive scheme, especially considering their struggles with pass rush production after Nnamdi Madubuike's injury in 2025, which sidelined him for most of 2025 and into 2026. This move, if it materializes, would not only fill a pressing need, but also send shockwaves through the AFC North, elevating Baltimore's defense to a whole new level. Sources close to the situation, including prominent NFL insiders like Adam Schefter, have indicated that a trade could be on the table, with the Bengals potentially demanding a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027. The Bengals are looking to maximize their draft capital, especially with their current cap constraints and the need to rebuild their offensive line while managing their cap hits. Hendrickson's salary, which is around $30 million, has become somewhat of an obstacle for Cincinnati, especially given their overall ranking on defense, currently 25th, allowing 29 points per game and struggling with injuries in their secondary. They rank 25th in PFF overall grade at 72-0, and their rush defense has been problematic, allowing 4.7 yards per carry. These issues have made it clear that Cincinnati needs to make some bold moves to remain competitive, and trading Hendrickson could be one of them. Now, looking at Hendrickson himself, he's one of the league's most feared pass rushers when healthy. In 2025, he exploded for 15 sacks, along with 58 pressures, earning a top-tier PFF grade of 93.8, putting him among the best edge players in the league. His win rate of over 40% and his ability to create turnovers with forced fumbles, 7 in 2025, make him a constant threat on every snap. Hendrickson is not just a pass rusher. He's a complete athlete with elite burst and speed, capable of breaking through double teams and creating chaos in the backfield. His career stats are impressive, with 66 sacks and over 234 pressures, and he's been remarkably durable, missing just a handful of games since entering the league. His explosiveness is comparable to some of the best pass rushers in recent history, like Von Miller during his 2011 breakout season, which saw the Broncos' defense explode with a 25% increase in EPA versus the pass. Baltimore, on the other hand, is in dire need of a boost up front. After losing Nnamdi Madubuike to injury, the team's interior defensive line has struggled to generate consistent pressure, causing their overall sack numbers to decline from 48 in 2024 to just 66 projected in 2025 with Hendrickson's addition. His presence would elevate the Ravens' pass rush significantly, boosting pressures by over 42% and increasing their win rate alongside veteran linebacker Jason Van Noy, who's been a steady force on the edge. The addition of Hendrickson would also improve their run defense, which has been a bit leaky at times, especially against North Division rivals like the Bengals and Steelers. His ability to influence the game against the run, adding around 22% in run stops and tackling for loss, would help Baltimore control the line of scrimmage even more effectively. The impact on the Ravens' defense would be immediate and profound. His presence would create more mismatches and free up other defenders like Roquan Smith, who's been a tackling machine with over 148 stops in 2025 and a solid 91.2 PFF grade. Hendrickson's ability to disrupt opposing quarterbacks would also boost Baltimore's third-down defense, which has been sturdy but could improve even further. His pass rush productivity, averaging around 0.30 EPA per pressure, places him in the elite percentile, making him one of the most dangerous edge rushers in the league when healthy. The Ravens, with their current cap space, around $31 million, are in a position to make a splash, and acquiring Hendrickson would be a clear statement of their intent to contend right now, especially with their offense firing on all cylinders, ranking second in the league at 31 points per game. This move could also significantly boost Baltimore's chances in the postseason. Hendrickson's ability to generate pressure and sacks, especially in cold-weather playoff games at M&T Bank Stadium, would make the Ravens' defense a nightmare for any opposing quarterback. His 15 sacks in 2025 helped the Bengals rank 20th in offense, but with him on Baltimore's side, the team could easily push that number even higher, creating more turnovers and setting up the offense for short fields. His presence would elevate the entire defense, transforming it into an almost impenetrable force that strikes fear into opponents. The Ravens, who already boast a top-tier offense led by Lamar Jackson, would have a complete team capable of making a deep playoff run. Their combination of a potent rushing attack, led by Kenyon Drake and Lamar himself, along with a ferocious pass rush, would make them a nightmare for any team in the AFC. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade isn't just about filling a roster hole. It's a statement move that signals Baltimore's intention to contend for the Super Bowl once again, aiming for their third Lombardi trophy in franchise history. Hendrickson's impact in 2025, with 15 sacks and multiple pressures in critical moments, shows he's a player who elevates his team and can be the difference maker when it counts. His ability to influence the game on third down, combined with his knack for causing turnovers, aligns perfectly with Baltimore's identity as a team that thrives on creating chaos and capitalizing on opponents' mistakes. The implications of this move extend beyond just the 2026 season. If Baltimore manages to secure Hendrickson, it could set the tone for a sustained period of dominance. With a rapidly improving defense, a dynamic offense led by Lamar Jackson, and a front that can pressure and sack at will, the Ravens could become an unstoppable force in the AFC. This would make them a favorite not just to reach the playoffs, but to contend for the Super Bowl, especially if they can add more pieces in the draft or via other strategic moves. Of course, such a trade isn't without its risks. Hendrickson is already 31 years old, and some may question his long-term sustainability, especially in a power scheme that demands durability and consistent production. Cincinnati's management appears to be prioritizing their rebuild and cap flexibility, which might make them more willing to part with a player who's been highly effective but costly. Baltimore, on the other hand, must weigh the immediate boost against potential cap implications, but given their current cap situation and the team's clear window of contention, it seems like a move worth making. In the end, if this trade goes through, it won't just be a win for Baltimore on paper. It will be a strategic statement, a way to show the league that the Ravens are serious about reclaiming their place at the top of the NFL. Hendrickson's ability to disrupt defenses, combined with Baltimore's talented roster and coaching staff, could be the catalyst that propels them into the Super Bowl conversation once again. It's a move that could redefine the AFC North, making the Ravens a team to beat for years to come, and it's a story that Ravens fans should follow very closely over the coming weeks. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.